And it is an absolute pleasure to welcome Julia Grace to the actual studio. Julia, fantastic.
It's been a while.
It has been a while, and you're looking younger somehow. How do you do that? What's your secret?
Yeah, you don't want to know. Hours of skincare, right?
Hey, it is so good to have you here. And last time we caught up, we were talking about Lent, and you said, actually, I'm going to sleep more for Lent, which...
Yes.
When you explained it, made a whole
secret?
bunch of sense.
Is that your beauty secret? You've just been asleep for a couple of months?
Secret plan. That was the plan.
Okay.
It did kind of get hijacked a bit by being unwell in the middle there.
Oh, sorry to hear that.
Struggling to sleep while being sick. But still good in theory.
Good in theory.
Yep. And the second part, I remember we talked about what sleep does to your brain. We were talking about rest and the power of rest. And I wanted to talk today about one of the amazing things that happens in your brain when you're resting, and it literally defrags. Now, which one of you is the IT geek?
Oh, definitely Diane.
Oh,
so I'm definitely not, but...
Your brother's like the IT specialist at our work.
Yeah,
Out
of the two of us, I'm probably more IT savvy.
Okay.
But that's not saying a lot.
And she was really into Fraggle Rock in the 80s.
Oh, well, how perfect.
Defragging.
Well, I'm going to aim this towards you,
Okay,
Di, although you feel free to jump in with
confused.
your technical information. Any idea what defragging would be?
It's when you don't watch Fraggle Rock for a period of time.
There
and
you
you get
go.
withdrawals.
See, Andrew's good at this.
Right. So... in a nutshell, defragging is the process where your computer basically does the filing. It kind of takes the stuff, the zeros and the ones, and puts them back into the right place when you've been working and things have been getting spread all over the desktop. And there's two types of people in this world. One who've got one beautiful, tidy folder on their desktop and one who's got a million tabs open and everything's playing. And
exactly.
Definitely the latter. But what happens is our brain has this kind of defrag thing, almost like a screensaver for the brain, called the default mode network, or the DMN. And it goes into that screensaver mode when it's bored.
Okay.
And during that time, it gets a chance to kind of defrag, a chance to do a bit of filing and sort of do a few things. What it does, three things. It sorts through our memories and experiences. So it says, well, today I came in and, I chatted to Andrew and he looked lovely and, he was wearing a hat. And then I talked to Diane, and I thought about Diane, and it sort of puts together relationships, experiences and what's going on in our world. The second thing, it helps us create our sense of self, our kind of moral compass. Where do we sit in the world? Just a little bit about that reflection of who am I and why am I here? Yeah. And finally, solutions to big problems can often happen during that time. So have you ever had a situation where you've stopped thinking about something and then you've remembered it later?
Every couple of minutes. That's
so
my reality.
You're doing this thinking actively, trying to solve a problem, step away, walk out of the room, grab a cup of tea,
come
and then
back
think,
to it.
Got it. Yeah. So what's happening is that is going on in our brain in the background. And we used to have a lot more chance to get bored. I've been thinking about this, I would go to the doctor, I'd sit down in the surgery, I'd be bored. People watching, there might be a Women's Weekly from 1974, probably not great to be touching that. So you just sit there and get a bit bored, or you go to the bus stop.
You just stand there.
Wait for an hour in the rain. Get
exactly.
bored, all the little in-between things. Is there anything you can think of that we may have invented that will make sure this doesn't happen?
Oh, gosh, is it that thing there? This thing?
The phone, right?
Yeah.
It's the phone, right? And this is not a lecture to you because I, absolutely adore my phone and use it all the time. But I do think that we need to give ourselves a chance to get bored. Because if we never do that, we never go into the state and our brain doesn't get a chance just to kind of.
So is it kind of it's the filing, it's the resting, it's a time where new ideas can sometimes pop into our head. So it's actually great for creatives, right?
Fantastic for this. And one of the reasons I thought of this is actually my husband said to me, he goes, babe, you're just cheating yourself. I thought, this is so annoying. I think I'm somehow getting away with filling up my time, and then I try and get creative, and then I get writer's block, and then I can't think what to write. And actually, by giving some space, my brain can do what it has been designed to do. So really quickly, some brain rest activities. Go for a walk. Unmapped in nature. That's optimum. But
and
if
not
you can't
with your
do
phone.
that, not with your phone.
Not with your phone.
Just go for a hikoi, go for a wander. Don't do something highly structured, but just get out and move. Secondly, you could have a cat nap, have a nana nap. 5 to 10 minutes good 10 to 30 minutes, no more than half an hour, or you just wake up an angry bear.
That's
Feeling like
true.
it's tomorrow, that's not great.
Yeah.
Having a shower is a great chance to actually defrag, just to let your mind wander, warm and
You usually
and
put your phone down in the shower.
Definitely
Yeah,
phones off.
exactly.
You can sing, you sound amazing. But quite a good chance to, actually let your brain relax. And then for those who are more active relaxers, actually doing some exercise, some sport.
Mm-hmm.
So moving your body while relaxing your brain, you can do that, particularly if it's something that you're good at doing. So all those things, amazing. Boredom, it's there for a reason. Don't beat yourself up about not doing it, but try and include it in little slices during your day.
Yeah, it's such an important message, because I think, when you look at history, it's only in this very short amount of time that we've had so much stimulation, and you wonder, is this actually good for humanity? And I suspect actually it's not. Hey, thank you so much for being a part of the show today. Always an absolute pleasure to have you in the studio.
You're very welcome.
Honestly, it's so good.
Although if you were, it was a good thing.
Well,
Right?
it was. Boredom's my ministry gift. Oh, no, that's being boring. Sorry, they're similar.